People often ask me here on the show about the history, the wonderful history of our, well, services, you know, the British Army, the Royal Navy, the RAF, the Grenadier Guards, the Coldstream Guards, which of course we all saw beautifully represented at the state funeral of our late monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, for 70 years on the throne. And it really is spectacular, isn't it, when you go to Trooping of the Colour or Changing of the Guard if you come to London. And they're all free, you know, that's what I like about seeing it. Often, you know, where I live, it's interesting, you can hear them overnight rehearsing, taking the horses through the streets. I don't know if you also know this, but they put sand down on the roads so that the horses' hooves don't make so much noise and wake everybody up during the night, but they still do because you hear them neighing and sighing and all that sort of stuff. But it's wonderful to see. But a lot of people have been asking me recently, you know, what is the background, what is the history? And in particular, a lot of people have been asking me, and thank you for bringing these questions up, but why do they wear their chin straps not under their chins and literally just basing under their lip? And I then looked and thought, actually, that's a really good point. So as ever, we became all Inspector Clouseau and decided to find out for you. And this is what I found out. The real reason why the King's Guards wear their hat strap under their lip and not their chin, apparently, is this. The Queen's soldiers, or the Queen's Foot Guards, are probably the most recognisable soldiers in the British Army. Their famous red and white uniforms, complete with accompanying bearskin hats, were on show during Their Majesty's funeral and are recognised around the world. The soldiers will now be referred to as the King's Guard after the Queen's passing, but despite a change of name, they will remain in their distinctive uniforms. The King's Guards are often seen in these uniforms when guarding Buckingham Palace, but unlike other soldiers, they actually wear the strap of their bearskin hats under their lips and not the chin. So what is the reason for this? Well, apparently there are a few theories as to why the Guards decide to place their headwear like this. One of the main theories is that the decision to wear the chin strap from their headset pieces under the lip comes from when soldiers were actually fought while wearing them, you know, in battles of war. If a soldier was shot, their heavy hat could fall backward and cause the soldier's neck to break if they were wearing a chin strap. We contacted the head of the Coldstream Guards and the King's Guard and said, is that true? Now, they really don't want to confirm or deny the reason why this particular situation occurs. I guess they must like the fact that people really do like to keep guessing, wondering why the strap is not under the chin. Either way, some people say, is it distracting, particularly when they're playing an instrument while on parade? Seemingly not. We asked a couple of the guards who were wandering around London. They didn't want to respond either. So this truly does remain a right royal secret. But I go on the theory that yes, I think it goes back to the fact that say if they were in war and they were to tilt back, those hats, those bearskin hats, are incredibly heavy, and that must be the reason why they're not firmly secured. Either way, I'd love to know your theory behind this particular tradition. As ever, I'd love to know your particular comments about our wonderful royal history, and why do you think they decide not to wear them under the chin? Thank you as ever to all those that sent those particular questions in. If you've got any more and we have the time, as ever, we're more than happy to look into it for you. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.